I mean, they play off. A lot of they played off as ever. It was like 3rd and 20 or something. And it's just like, I hope he gives me a chance, right? Once he does, try and find a way. So that's all there really is to it. It's just trying to make a play. I'm glad I was able to make. I'm glad they overturned it, all that. But yeah, that's all, man. Just try and make a play and find a way to score some points.
Did you know that was the rule with your shin counting as 2 feet?
I knew a knee. I had it come up against the Broncos on the sideline, and honestly, watching the replay, I didn't know if they was gonna count that one, to be honest.
What did you think when you saw the replay?
What I think when I saw the replay?
Yeah, and
I was like, I hope that one count. I hope that's not one of those that I got to be like, what if, right? But I'm glad it did, man. And that was all my teammates. I was just happy I can make a play for my teammates, man. They trust me, they believe in me, they give me hope, man. So I'm just glad I can make a play for my teammates.
Did you think what an awesome catch?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's a good one there. That's a good one, and it's got to count. I remember saying to all them, I'm like, y'all gassing me up too early. Like, this got to count, y'all. Let's chill. Once it counted, I was like, yeah, all right. Now y'all can tell me whatever.
Where does that rank in your life as great?
Yeah, that's up there. Just given that it's the stage it's on, it's in the NFL. But like when I was in Little League, man, I used to have some catches now, really, for real, bro. So. It felt like I was going back to those days a little bit.
Was there something today with that right hand? It just seemed like the one-handed catches kept coming on so many different plays.
I don't know. I don't think so. Just how it all felt tonight. So, like I said, I'm just glad that Aaron trusted in me to go make some plays and that I was able to make them for him. And we can keep on building on this, and we won. At the end of the day, we won. So we want to start our run, and the only way to do that is to win one.
That's something that we haven't seen too much, Garrett, where a lot of your catches this season have been on slants, curls, stuff like that. We haven't seen too many of the go get it, go up and get the ball. I mean, do you think this is kind of the start of that? A little bit of a reminder of what happens when the ball isn't here for you?
I don't know, man. I feel like last week against the New England, I got some downfield targets, and that it definitely felt good, man. So just being opportunistic with it. If it does go up, making the play so that all of a sudden they feel good about, sending me on those. But they do. And at the end of the day, when they do and when we dial it up, it's my job to go and make the play, and that's just how I've always looked at it. But, at my roots, I feel like I've always played the deep ball well, and I felt it's been fun to get to do that the last couple of
Garrett,
weeks.
You obviously saw the Odell. Probably everybody in the world seen the Odell.
Yeah, I was watching live.
Where does yours compare to that?
Man, Odell's it was different, and he got 2 feet down. The ball was finna land out of bounds. And it was Odell, man. It was Odell against the Cowboys. Like that was the one. So for it to even come up in that convo, I'm blessed. I'm honored. But yeah, man, Odell got that's that boy.
But Garrett, they lost that game.
You know what? All right. Fair enough.
Garrett, given where you were at a couple weeks ago in Pittsburgh and where this team has been at, how important was it to have a night like this and for you to have some big plays like this in this one?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, man. It feels good. We definitely just wanted to get back in the win column. Losing 5 straight feels how you would expect. It doesn't feel good. We're better than that, most importantly, and it was time to go prove it. So anytime you can come out and protect your home turf, and the fans showed out, and I was honestly surprised with how well they did show out and how loud they were on 3rd down and just propelling us to that win, man. It's a good win to get, and definitely given the circumstances, it makes it that much better. But it's really a good win because it gets us started on what we've talked about within the facility and with the guys.
How about your first touchdown catch? Tell me about that one.
It's drag route, man coverage, and I'm dragging across the field. I'm like, he kind of looked at me last second, so he threw a great ball to get around Petrie, and once again, it's just like, all right, let me go make my play. And when I turned upfield, there was no one there, so it went in my favor.
Where were you when you saw the Odell catch? You say you saw it.
I was down in Texas. Yeah. I was sitting with my dad in the movie room, just watching the game like we always do. He's a big Cowboy guy growing up. I'm sure he doesn't flip now, but growing up, he's a big Cowboy fan, so I'm sure he was pissed when Odell did that. But Yeah, man, I was watching it just sit with my pops. You know, we like, wow, you know.
Garrett, what changed at halftime, and how do you carry it over to the next game now?
Just knowing that we're gonna have something adversity come up, and that was the adversity, us having the first half like that, and it not really go our way. We feel like we're playing good football, but we got nothing to show for it. You know, we got to eliminate those self-inflicted wounds. We got to find a way to be consistent. But to go out in the second half, and I think we went 3 for 3 on the drives. You know, that's what it's all about. You gotta have a good response to these events that happen, and you know that's what eventually is going to be the outcome, right? So that's something we've been talking about all week, and I know we really took it to heart, and coming out in the second half kind of proved that.
Brick's first one as head coach. What was his message after the game, and what were the emotions like?
Yeah, I mean they were there. It's a great dude, man. It's a guy that before every game we go out there, he's like, y'all lucky. This is before he ever got the head coaching job. He's like, y'all lucky. Words I can't say on the interview. Every game he says that to probably about all of us. I know he said it to me every game since I've been here, and he really means it. He doesn't take any of this for granted. To get him his first win, to be a part of that, you know, I know how we all felt about it, and he's deserving. He's deserving because the messages have been real. The messages have been great, you know, every week, and at the end of the day, it's the player's job to go out there and perform and execute. And to go and get him a W, it felt good for sure.
Feel good doing one of these after a win?
Yeah, this cool, man. This all right. It's better than it's how it's been. You know, I'm not gonna lie. So right on.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you.